Ever wondered why this woman's case has never stopped coming up every time on the coastal roads? From protests to court order, petition, media highlights, even the relevant minister, Engineer Umahi, has constantly had to defend himself at every given occasion.
Yeah, the WinHomes say they have invested 250 million. And I wonder why the FRU's chairman is not going after them for tax. You have to go after them. But they didn't know that we videoed the existing route and no single structure was there. And the woman is making me very popular, going to America, going to Canada, and I elected to give her money to go to London because we do not care.
For someone who is a little conversant with matters along this coastal road corridor, I decided to visit the chainage where the property is said to be located in order to study what the problem is by myself. You see, this road is the one that leads in from Ogombo. It also crosses like you're going towards the Atikan beach. This road actually is in front directly of the gate of the property of this said woman. This automatically means that the road is now on her land. So what's the issue? The road was actually supposed to have passed several meters away from our own land. That is the original alignment. But it was realigned into our own property for reasons that have been defended many times by the minister himself. The minister has not denied that it is our land with all valid government documents. The only thing that is different from what the minister is saying is that the land was bare land as of the time the coastal road was to pass. What she has as claim instead is that no, there was a gate that was demolished, rafts demolished, building properties demolished. So when I examined, I still see cracked rafts showing that there was actually something there before. But the road has already passed now with proper pavement. So there are no relics left to be able to trace whether there was anything there before. The woman's land was not the only affected. Others definitely have moved on. Many of them compensated. But she is saying there was no compensation paid to her, especially with the claim that the land was bare land. Whereas she said she had buildings on it. The Ministry of Work in their compensation plan were not compensating for bare land. They were compensating only for developed properties. In other words, if you have land, regardless of whether you have CFO, governor's consent, coastal road right of way, it still would not matter. It is only if you have had property already developed on it that they will value and compensate for. So many had already taken their own losses and moved on. In fact, those that took ill, others who have reportedly died, and so on. But this woman is not backing down. She's saying that ordinarily, the road was not even supposed to come to our land at all because the original alignment has its own roots and you did not use it. Why are you trying to punish people who are law-abiding, who came to buy land away from the original alignment, only for you to now realign it to encroach on law-abiding citizens' properties? That was the main grouse until the second one came, and it is that they were not going to compensate for people who have land without structures on them. The third matter is that she says she has properties on the land. Minister Umahi said no, there was no property on it. As if that would be the end, it turned out there was going to be a fourth issue again, which is that the woman said she tried to continue projects on the remaining portion of land after the road had passed. But when they started supplying sand and other materials to the site, Minister Dave Umahi allegedly sent soldiers again to go and abduct those who were working there, torture them, and took them away from the place.
If you don't... You are beating a woman! He's beating a woman! Beating a woman! Costa was last year! Beating a woman! You are beating a woman! Beat me at me! And you call yourself a... You are beating a woman! Beating a woman! The same thing you did at the other side! You are beating a woman! He knows my rapper. Can you see that? Can you see me?
Madam, calm down. You see
he knows my... No! Did you see what he did to me?
Madam.
No, did you see what he did to me? Did you see what he did to me?
Madam, calm down.
In fact, till today, they said they have not seen this particular boy that the soldiers took away from the site. So it looks like it is beyond just the land. And whereas they are supposed to be in the same party, they are both in the APC.
The land does not belong to you, it does not belong to me. So why are we fighting? After I'm from Southeast, and the woman that is even, doing this from Southeast. So all the way from Southeast, you are grabbing land, and you want to, So what is,
A careful study of the change alignment shows that the coastal road deviated according to implementation from the original alignment. Truly, the minister did not deny this. So this is exactly the whole issue. So who are those who benefited from the bending road? Because I studied the road from Lafiaji, the road curved significantly to deviate from particularly this property, went on to go and encroach on our own land, and cut out again to continue back to the alignment it was shooting from. And that is how the road continued to go left and right, deviating to save some while encroaching on others.
It's doing like this. It's doing like this. It's blinking, shaking, blinking.
I just wish they find an alternative way to resolve this so it doesn't generate into something even messier than this. For me, I think an agreeable and workable compensation plan is going to help the woman and our investors move on simply. Otherwise, it's going to be a long season film. I could just stay here with my popcorn, they monitor, they follow am as they go. But I just wish they reconcile this, and soon too.